Welcome to another episode of Dr. Fantastic Cooks. If you've been following the episodes all across America, Ukraine, Turkey, Belize, and Guatemala, I love cooking, and my recipes are fast, easy, economical, and delicious. This one, however, is a little bit more work. It's chicken curry tonight, and I'm going to just talk you through it, but I want to tell you the secret to having a fantastic meal, and that is to have fun while you're cooking and to hopefully have someone to share it with. And of course, one of my main ingredients is a sharp knife and a cocktail. Because if you mess it up, doesn't matter. So here's the procedure. And you gotta have fun in the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you the ingredients. And if you don't like certain ingredients when you're cooking, that's what's great about cooking. You don't have to use them. You don't like garlic? Don't use it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to put these little red flakes in it because I always like a little spice. The bay leaf, the salt, pepper, ginger. This is about a teaspoon of each. 3 tablespoons of curry powder, but it's a teaspoon, a little bit more of cayenne, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of pepper, I like pepper. It's supposed to be a half a teaspoon of ginger, and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, with 3 tablespoons of curry because it's curry. Now I'm gonna salt all that without the curry, all the other spices, and I'm gonna brown the onions, the whole of white onion. You want to have it translucent. As soon as that and all the spices get in there, then I'm going to put the chicken in. I've pre-cooked the chicken a little bit, and then you're gonna cook that up a little bit. Then you're gonna add a cup of coconut milk, and then a teaspoon of tomato paste, and you're going to put some yogurt. Where's my yogurt? It's in the fridge, and I've got a cup of yogurt. And after that's it, then you put the curry powder in, mix it all up, and you boil it, and then you simmer it for about 30 minutes. Now, if you cut the smaller you cut the potatoes, the quicker it's gonna cook. A lot of people don't put potatoes and carrots in their curry. I like it. It makes it more like a curry stew. It's delicious. Sometimes they call for half a lemon. This is lime, but I don't particularly use it. You can use it if you want. There's it's not like baking. Baking is a very precise operation. I've been baking a little bit of some banana bread, which is kind of cool. Did I mention it asks recipes for 2 cloves of garlic? But I like garlic, so I'm going to put 4 cloves of garlic in. If you don't like garlic, don't put garlic in. The most important is to have fun cooking and have fun eating it with friends and family because you gotta be happy. And now basically, this is a lot more work than most people will do. You can buy curry mix and just put in that with some chicken, serve it over. I bought the splurge today, bought some basmati rice, imported 3, no, this is it's about 6 times the cost, but, you know, you gotta come first, eating, I always say that if I get offered sex or food, I'm gonna go for the food. You can't live off sex. But, no. And then, of course, gentlemen, when you're on a date, invite them for dinner at your place. So, you have some wine and you have a candle and you cook them a meal. You want to impress a girl, cook her dinner. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't come out because she's not going to say anything. And the bedroom is just a few feet away. It to work out beautiful. Uh, anyway, I retract that. But at any rate, so um, have fun in the kitchen. That's the bottom line. It's not serious. Teach your kids to cook. Uh, get in the kitchen. During COVID, of course, traveling around the world, I did a lot more cooking, and I did give a lot more advice. It's slowing down on the advice. But you gotta live large. You don't life is very, very short. Can't believe I'm still on the top side of the grass with all I've been through. But and it's just starting. Foundation for World Harmonies, a nonprofit now. The my idea of the 3 commitments to kindness turned into a mission, turned it was a philosophy, turned into a mission, and now it's a what do you call it? You call it I'm calling it a um well, I mean, it's just 2 sips of the first drink. I swear to God, I feel like I have a buzz already. Uh, uh, Mission, no, not a mission. Revolution. Yeah, it's a kindness revolution. Hell with the war and the violence and the greed and the stupidity. We need to be kind to one another. Cook each other meals. I feed a lot of people here. I found a place where for 1 quetzallet, they serve a nice lunch. And I pay for anywhere from 10 to 50 people every time I go there for lunch. It's fantastic. 1 quetzallet, it's a full meal. It's fantastic. Anyway, cooking is fun. You don't have to go to this extent with all the spices because it does take a little money to collect all the spices. I have a huge spice rack on the camera, but I love cooking. You gotta do what you love, and I love eating. So I'm gonna have fun today, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.